Greg Rudel, Fluent's NetSuite administrator with a video tutorial on approving time. This is focused on managers, supervisors that have to approve time of their subordinates, and I'll show you how to do that. So right now I'm logged in as a project manager, enroll project manager in Sandbox, and I'm going to go ahead and approve some time. First of all, I have to get to the time approver screen. And there's a few ways to do that. I can simply type in approve time here and it'll show me the page for approving time, or I want to use the menu. It's under payroll and HR, time tracking, approve time. Okay, so I'm going to approve the time of James Bond. And as soon as I go there, to the page, you can see I'm on the current week. And I can see I have a number of time entries here that have been submitted to me for approval by James Bond. And just to show what kind of happens between subordinate and supervisor in regards to timesheet, I'm going to have also James Bond's timesheet open here in another window so I can kind of show you what happens. So back to the supervisor. Okay, now right away, I'm presented with a few buttons here: approve, reject, reject with note. So you have three options. Switch to timesheet view. I can go ahead and switch to that, and I can see James Bond's weekly timesheets. So I can actually approve the entire timesheet by just clicking here and then select approve, or I can reject or reject with a note. That's for the entire timesheet. So let's dive into a particular week. Okay, I'm going to go back here to the current week. So I can look, and these are particular time entries. These are the line items. If I go back here, these are the line items on the timesheet. Okay, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 line items. So here they are. Now I can go ahead here and I can select them all like this and mark approve, or I can reject a particular one here. Let's say I want to reject this one because it's 18 hours. So real quick way of doing that. And by the way, I can actually dive into this and see this actual time entry, and I recommend opening this into another window and you would see the actual time entry in detail. But you really don't necessarily have to do that. If you want to reject a particular time entry, just select it here and let's go ahead and reject it with a note. You'll be presented with this screen. You can put a message here and I go ahead and save it. Okay, once I do that, I'm back to time approving screen, and that particular time entry is off the list here, and it's over to James Bond. So if I go back over to James Bond and his timesheet and I refresh this, I will see that rejected time entry here. So James Bond sees this red and sees the note that you left for him, and then he'll go in here, hopefully, and edit this to a normal work output, and then go ahead and submit it. And then back to the supervisor, and if I refresh that, that 8 hours will appear back here. So that's kind of how the reject and the reject works. So that all looks good. I can mark them all and approve, or I can go to the weekly timesheet and select it. This one here, and approve it. Okay, once I do that, if I go back over to James Bond and refresh, you'll see everything turn to green. So everything has been approved by the supervisor. So that's how to approve time. Hopefully that was helpful. Again, if you have any questions in regards to approving time, feel free to reach out to NetSuite support. Thanks for watching.